How's things going?
Good, Ron. How are you?
Good,
Just
man.
having some network issues, but yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So what we're gonna do is uh, let's let's kick off, and this is interactive. Ask questions as we carry on. So just to the people that's watching on YouTube, welcome. And I will be looking at your comments and see how we can assist you at the same time. So let's just share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, bro.
Yes,
Okay.
we can.
Okay, I just need to open this section a bit bigger. So if somebody comes in that I can see who's coming in at the same time. So let's look at eXp. eXp Realty, it's a company which is an interest-centric company which was founded in 2008 by Glenn Stanford. And we're going to go into his profile a bit later on. But what I like about the eXp of being agent-centric is, it just reminds me, like a couple of years ago, not, I won't say a couple of years ago, but when Old Mutual and Sanlam started in South Africa, the policy holders used to be the shareholders of the policy before they went listed on the stock exchange, where a lot of policyholders then got shares from Sanlam as well as from Old Mutual. Jon, I don't know if you can remember that.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so eXp reminds me of that similar model where the agents is now basically got shares in eXp, and it's basically a way to be part of a bigger organization where I can earn multiple streams of income. Now, one of the things that puts eXp apart from any other real estate company is because we in the metaverse. And why is the metaverse so important? So if we look at blockbusters, Netflix a couple of years ago went to approach Blockbusters and says, listen, I would like to buy into your business. And Netflix said, but Blockbusters said no. Where's Blockbusters today? You don't see them anymore. You don't even see DVDs anymore. So if you look at Uber, at the end of the day, Uber is converted the taxi industry into a new way of thinking, because Uber is the biggest taxi organization in the world, but don't control any taxis. Facebook is the biggest publishing house in the world, but they don't control the content, or they don't own the content. And so we can carry on. And eXp has created that type of model that they are one of the biggest real estate companies, growing the fastest, and that you as an agent feels part of having your own business in the business to be your own boss. eXp is, as I said, one of the fastest growing companies in the world. We consist of more than 90,000 agents. We've just brought in, I think, Peru, Turkey, and another country. So we've got about 27 countries on board with eXp, which allows us to network not just in South Africa, but also in these 27 countries, which is quite great, especially of people like sitting with luxury properties in Cape Town, as well as sitting in, how can I put it? I just want to, just hang on one second. I just want to switch off the radio here quick. So I was just getting a bit of a uh, back noise from the radio. So this allows us to be part of a business, but also run your own businesses. Yes, EXP is not for everybody, but what it allows me to do is I can work from a coffee shop. I can work from sitting on the beach. I can sit where it allows me to create that opportunity of dealing with people, whoever I want to deal with. So one of the things is I'm not area bound. I've got properties in Kruger. I've got properties in Longabon. I've got properties in Cape Town. I've even got a property in Joburg. All of this allows me to work from the comfort of my own place, even like I said, even a coffee shop. But I can also network with all other agents. eXp has also got a very nice commission structure. It's got a nice revenue model as well as a equity rewards program. So I like to go through the video of our online office. And the online office is like going into any corporate office. So you go into the universe with the eXp world, you can go to the universities, you can learn from um, other countries of what they offer. Doesn't matter if it's in the UK, doesn't matter if it's in America. They've got marketing programs, they've got a 90-day success plan. And what you can basically do is you can go in and study for that particular country, or you can go study further in America's university. But what also helps is if you're in South Africa and you go into the international website, it's like walking through a corporate office. Each person, from transactions to Andrew Thompson on the left hand side there, is the principal. Javi is your legal advisor. And if you get stuck with your applications or you need to speak to Stuart, who is the training officer, who does a fantastic job on all the different type of training. Marek on the other side is on the procurement side of rentals. So, this allows me in the palm of my hand, while I'm sitting at home, I can chat to anybody I want. We've even got online auction, which we can work with, Currency Direct, which is another multiple stream of income. Regus is also a nice companies. It's an international company. So if you're sitting with a client and you want to go into, you haven't got an office, and because you're EXP member, you can go to Regus at a discounted rate, and sometimes it's for free. Flow marketing, it also allows us to do some, helps us with our social media marketing. And if you want to go into what eXp offers, so anytime you walk into these offices and you see these screens, you can click on it. It will open up a platform where you can look at some training material. And home hunters, I'm not going to go into that. MyRoof, we've got a partnership with Standard Bank and I think also with FNB. So I've got about 5 listings which I received from MyRoof, which helps me out. I get a daily report, and also a couple of times I've also get leads from MyRoof. As you see, I'm going through transactions. Zion Meyer, it's a transaction, Narai, Monica, Zani Vermeulen. And this is Bongi. Um, she's an onboarding specialist. So I've been chatting to her. As you'll see, I've taken my microphone off. I just said, how's it, Bongi? She responds. And these are great opportunities if you get stuck, especially when it comes to transactions. And everything is in the palm of your hand. And this is how easy the system is. Now, getting back into eXp, on the left-hand side, you see Glenn Stanford, the founder of eXp. He was, uh, as I said, the founder. And what's quite important about Glenn is in 2008, the bond market crashed in America. And he said, what can I do differently to help agents? That that we don't sit with this same pandemic, what happened in 2008, and says, how can I give something back to the agents? This is when it came up with the idea of eXp to put it into the cloud-based model, that the agents are in control of their own destiny. And he grew the business from 2008 to over 90,000 agents. And you can go do a bit of homework about Glenn. What's also very nice about Glenn, he likes interacting with agents. Doesn't matter if you're an intern or high earner, he looks at everybody as a team. It's not about, I'm the best, I'm the CEO. I met him in Cape Town. He actually came to me and says, how's it going? And we had a nice conversation, which is great. Where a lot of CEOs in a lot of the corporates, and I've been in one or two brick and mortar companies, I don't even know the CEOs. But the other person internationally who I met, not just on physically, but I've also gone into eXp world and had a chat to him. How awesome is that? This is the expansion, how we've gone into different markets. We haven't got the latest on there, which is Peru, Turkey, and I think there's another country. So eXp South Africa. On the left-hand side is Andrew Thompson. Andrew is a dynamic, great leader with his team. Amanda Ray, I've even chatted to Amanda, who's his PA, even sometimes at 7 o'clock at night. She reached out to me to say, Ron, can I help you? Even Robin, Irene, Harvey, everybody is there to help you. And this reminds me of a saying, the me to the we to the us. Now, let me explain to the me to the we to the us. The me is, as a real estate agent, I want to be in real estate. The we is the eXp team because I believe in us. And the us is the network we built together to make one. And this helps us to grow to become who we want to be by creating that multiple streams of income, not just about trying to sell property, but to be that entrepreneur by growing. And each of these guys has got the entrepreneur mindset to help us to become that person that we want to be. About the eXp model. So before I go into this, I just done a screenshot about my back office. If you look at Rep, that is where we do all the loading of your properties, track your transactions, find your leads, getting the buyers, and a whole lot more. Morgan Stanley is where I earn my shares through which is linked to Nasdaq. Canva, the express version, that's where all your pamphlets are, newsletters. We get all of this part of your package that we earn. And I'm going to go into the packages now. Your eXp global email workplace, which is like a Facebook, but which is the business side of Facebook. And we link to all 90 over the 90,000 agents from your local market, international market, luxury market, commercial market, and even people like Elena Cardone, which is Grant Cardone's wife, who's that multi-billionaire who speaks about how to become an investor in property. eXp, my eXp, that is where you can track your agents who's joined your team, which are going to go more in a deeper dive. Lightstone, virtual agent, what a great tool to have. We get 60 clicks per day. eXp World, which I showed you, where we go into our online offices, home hunters, dog fox. That is Fika. eXp World, there's a lot of training material in there, as well as the eXp University. And Trackstars, you have to be on track with your uh, uh, your NQF4, your you have to do mandate training. All of that training is in Trackstar. Flow marketing, I spoke about a little bit. Uh, eXp Agent Center, your business card, some more learning material, and so we can carry on. Snapit is also a nice part of eXp, which has also got a referral program in it. Let's say, for instance, a property is you um, you got a mandate, you sold the property, is now sitting with the transferring attorneys. All all guarantees are met, and you need a re-advance. Snapit will allow you to get a re-advanced. Or let's say, for instance, you're sitting with a buyer is waiting for his deposit to come through from a bank or from a property is rented. Snapit will then assist with forwarding the money or for an advance to help your transaction go through quicker. I've used them a couple of times. A great opportunity to deal with them and much more. There's a couple of programs that's not on here, which you also get, like for instance, PropCon. And I'll go into PropCon a bit later on. So as I spoke about Rep, Shavu Hills and Sabiti, I've got now 2 developments that's sitting here, which now gets networked to all the agents on eXp and can help me to grow my portfolio, help me with sales and so forth. Yes, there's a bit of work to be done. You have to promote your business, but that's what sales is about. So if you look at the traditional model, so the traditional brokerage, how many times have you come across that you work for a traditional company and says, okay, you're only bound to a specific area. Let's say, look, for instance, I'll work in the Blouberg area. And they'll say, okay, you can only work Parklands, or you can only work Sandown, or you only can work Milnerton. eXp allows you to work anywhere. There's a lot of red tape in traditional businesses. Sometimes you have to be every Monday morning at the meeting. Yes, sometimes it's great. Sometimes you have to be motivated. But I've been in a traditional business where you get to the Monday morning meeting and it's more he said, she said, I want this, and the principal of that brick and mortar company is not happy with the targets and they just push you to just chase targets. XP says it's your time, it's your business, it's how you want to work. You're not bound to an area. And it just allows me time, money, and freedom. But it also helps me to grow my multiple streams of income. And I'm going to go into that a bit later on. So there's 6 ways of earning through eXp: the normal commissions, your icon status, your equity shares, your revenue share, share initiatives, and third-party income. So I just want to touch on 6. Your bond origination, 100% your fees. You can work with any bond originator. As you saw, Currency Direct, 100% your commission. So if you work with the overseas market, like for instance, I dealt with Currency Direct about a year and a half ago, and just the revenue share, the commission on that was, I can't remember, 10 to 12,000 Rand. One of the agents I just spoke to last week just earned 15,000 Rand. But on his bond origination as well, for the same client, you also got 5% on the deal, because I think it was I don't know if it's a 3 million or what deal it was. But he's also earned 15,000 Rand on the pre-approval from the bond consultant. Think about it. If you just chase sales on trying to close deals and you forget about third-party income streams, you're losing a great passive income. And this is what's great about eXp. On that note, is when I worked for a particular brick and mortar company, all I got paid was 100 Rand, and sometimes we got a gift voucher. Now, like today, I done the pre-approval I think in October. The client phoned me today and sent me a WhatsApp, and you're going to go read that testimonial on Facebook. She bought from somebody else, but I still earned 2,500 Rand of bond origination fees without selling the property. How awesome is that? So to be your own boss is only going to cost you 900 Rand a month, which includes eXp World, email address, global website, listing platform like Rep, a CRM system, PropCon or PropData, 35 international websites. And I'm going to go into that now. Private property, Property 24. Light years, unlimited property reports. Flow marketing, commercial listings, virtual agents, 60 clicks per day. Where it used to cost me nearly 500 Rand a month just for virtual agent, I'm now getting 60 clicks per day. That's 240 clicks per month. How great is that? DocFox, Agent Marketing Center, social media links, microsite, Frame VR, university learning, workplace, and so we can carry on. A chatbot through Luna, which helps us out to create certain AI communication. So cloud fee 900 Rand a month, a joining fee of 900, 150,000 Rand, only cap basis for a company for Rand earned per agent, which means if you cap, let's say for instance, you sell 12 million Rands worth of property at 5%, you'll earn 100% commission. Start off with, you earn 75%. So as soon as you cap, you earn 100%, as I said, but 4% international fee will apply, which 0.5% is allocated to social responsibility. So when you just start off with eXp, kick off straight away with 71%. Now people say, yeah, well, it's great. Now, one of the things is what we need to be clear of. You become your own boss, you your secretary, you the marketer. That's why you're getting paid 71%. Where the brick and mortar company will pay you 50%, but they've got a back office. They will chase your FICA documents. They will chase the transferring attorneys. Yeah, you have to do everything yourself. But what I've done differently is I networked with my team and see how we can help each other grow. That's why it's important to work with the right sponsor, how we can network and grow together. The revenue share model is when you bring in agents. So you've got 7 levels, and I'm going to go into that 7 levels a bit in depth. So what you've got is if I bring in Johan, I'm going to earn from Johan. If Johan brings in Kaya, Johan's going to receive commission from Kaya, and Ron is also going to receive the income stream from Kaya, 7 levels deep. I'm not going to go too much in the revenue share because it becomes complicated. I've got another video, so people that's listening on YouTube and wants to know how the revenue system works, why don't you drop me a comment and I'll show you in depth how the process works in the revenue share model. Also, the equity share, that's where your first sale, you'll earn 2,000 Rand through NASDAQ. If you cap, you earn another 4,000. And let's say, for instance, I brought in Johan, and Johan does a deal, I'll earn 4,000 Rand from Johan. If Kaya sells a property, and because Johan brought in Kaya, Johan will earn 4,000. I won't get. And this is renewable every year. How awesome is that? So this is but in the background, the CRM systems that you can use, but tracking your business models, brochures, referral track. Um, Propcon is also a great tool to use. Um, all of this is in rep that can help you to grow your portfolio, track your businesses, create syndications of Property 24, private property. If you want to know more, I'm busy creating small little training videos that can help you as an agent to make you more successful. There's training courses through a week on a daily basis through eXp, through eXp's, through sometimes with Lightstone, sometimes with Propcon, sometimes with DocFox. So you're always in touch what's actually happening. Friday is Legal Friday, that they bring in different attorneys that can speak about transfers, speak about uh, how can I put it, and how to put what to look for regarding FICA. All of this is in palm of your hand for 900 Rand. So what I'd like to show you now is if I go in, I just want to stop share quick. I just want to go into, just want to close this. Bear with me. Share. Johan, can you see my screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, so now
Yes,
if you
yes,
go
yes.
into XP into rep, you go into listings, just to give you an idea, if you go into listings, there's all my listings. I will click on that listing as an example. I will go into advertising. I'll go log in here at the back office. I will now go into my global website. Just waiting for that. I'll click on listings. I click on listings here, and now there's my listing. Now what I can do is I want to see my portals, what I've got, and I want to send this listing to a client in Germany, or I want to post it into a German property Facebook page. All I do is I click on that listing. It converts my listing in German, tells me what the euros are. I copy and paste that listing and I put it directly on my social media post, and I'll ask ChatGPT to rewrite a bit of a script on it, and Bob's your uncle. If I want to do it in, let's look at a Japanese. So I can convert it in Japanese. So it even will put it into their currency. How awesome is that? So these are things that can help you through local as well as the international market. I've just received a question on YouTube, and the question is, how do I make sure I got the right sponsor? Well, it's quite an interesting question. You can join whoever brings you in. You have to work with that particular agent. In eXp, you can work through the program, and you've got all the back office that you need. You can work with the onboarding agent, find out who is a great mentor. But what I do differently is I try to look after the people in my team. I do motivational Mondays, I do the onboarding, and I've worked with a lot of my agents on a one-to-one basis to make sure that they are comfortable, that they know the system and how to grow themselves. The other question is, how do I build my team? Well, so if you want to build a team in eXp, I've got certain ways of teaching people how to grow your team. One of the things is I teach people how to bring in people without trying to sell a product. There's a 7-step approach I use by helping people to grow as an individual, but also showing them how to market to people to bring them into eXp without trying to spam them, but creating a hook that people will understand how to come into the team and how to build as a team and having that passive income as a real estate agent. This is the other one. They said you spoke about multiple streams of income. Yes, one of the big things is with eXp, as long as there's an ID number, I can see 9 to 12 and sometimes 16 different revenue streams, depending how you look at it. One of the things is I spoke about is bond origination. There's also a link with I think it's with Old Mutual, where you can pick up a revenue share, you can pick up with Snapit, with currency partners, currency direct, bond origination, revenue share, commissions, capping, icon agent, and so we can carry on. So I've got small PowerPoints which I train my agents to say, okay, how do I get more people in revenue share? How do I look at how do I generate income through pre-approvals? I just want to touch base on that. So, for instance, one of my agents, Vilna, had a listing out for a managed rental. So, eXp doesn't do managed rentals, but you as an agent can do your own managed rentals if you got your own trust account. But we've also networked with other agents who's prepared to assist us, and we can generate a passive income through that as well. But what happened with Vilna, she got this corporate client, says, can you list my property? And we find over, I think it's 60 people that came in 1 week to view the property. But each one had an ID number. Some of them might have needed a pre-approval because they don't know they can pre-qualify for a bond. So I assisted her, yeah, people can qualify for a bond, help them with their credit reports, help them out to find the property. One of them were interested in FLISP. I can go into FLISP, which is a government subsidy houses. So these are things that we can assist with for you as an agent to become that agent that you want to be by not just selling your time for an income, but having multiple streams of income. Johan, Kaya, is there any questions you'd like to ask?
We found it as stage. Thanks, Ron.
So far so good.
So, Johan, Kaya, if you got any agents that wants to come through next week, and I see 2 agents that's also watching on YouTube, reach out to me. I'll make you part of the Motivational Monday group where you can find your Thursday link in there. And yeah, have an awesome Thursday and let's chat again next week. Thanks, Johan. Thanks, Kaya.